all purple here in Hendricks County. Thanks for joining us on ISC and MyNDTV. Tonight's game presented in part by Forum Credit Union, helping people live their financial dreams for over 80 years. They innovative products and services. Visit them online at forumcu.com. By Indiana State University, where sycamores continually prove that real game changers wear blue. By Franciscan Sports Medicine. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more information. By GXO Logistics. We engineer faster, smarter, leaner supply chains. Learn more at gxo.com. By Wabash College. Visit Wabash today at wabash.edu. By Warner Financial. From investments and planning for retirement to partnerships and tax strategy, Warner Financial does it all. And by York Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Plainfield. We're not number one, you are. You're number one at York. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier with you. Brownsburg girls won in dominant fashion over Plainfield by 17. Brownsburg and Plainfield here in the boys championship game. Jan, I know you saw the Bulldogs last Friday as they claimed a tournament championship last week in Kokomo.
Boy, did they ever. I'll tell you, they played, I think, maybe about as well as they can play against Kokomo. And Catchings, and I told you this, I've been in this for 30 years, may have been one of the top 10 performances I've ever seen.
Cannon Catchings going to play for Matt Painter Purdue in 2 years. Again, Tamika Catchings, Indiana Fever great, is his aunt. His mom Taja played at University of Illinois. They are both here to watch Canada tonight. And of course, Grandpa played in the NBA. And there you see Tamika and her sister just off to her right shoulder, and Tamika has her game face ready, as you can tell for this one. I know you saw Plainfield in this building 3 weeks ago against Danville. What should we expect from the Quakers tonight?
Listen, I like Plainfield a lot. They've only got 2 losses. Both of them were by 2 points. They got 5 guys who can flat out play basketball. They literally are 5 guards, 5 forwards. However, they spread the floor, they rotate, they're good shooters. Brownsburg may be a little complicated to rebound against. I think this could be a really good basketball game.
Let's take this quick timeout. When we come back, keys to tonight's contest. Starting lineups and more. It's the Hendricks County Championship game. Plainfield and Brownsburg. It's yours next on ISC and MyNDTV.
You pay what we pay at York Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Plainfield. Employee pricing for everyone on new Ram 1500s. Save up to $12,000 during the Big Finish sales event.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
You pay what we pay at York Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Plainfield. Employee pricing for everyone on new Ram 1500s. Save up to $12,000 during the Big Finish sales event.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. Oh! That's the finish.
You get a layup to take it. And an and one. We will get you starting lineups and keys on the fly because they are ready to tip this one off. The Hendricks County Championship game. Dan Morgan, great selection for our lead official for tonight's contest. Backdoor cut by Plainfield. Here we go.
I really think it's important for Plainfield to get off to a good start.
Bucket by Eli Ellis, their leading scorer at 16 points a game. 3 rebounds and 3 assists to contest as well. Looks like a little zone look here by Plainfield. A little 2-1-2/1-3-1.
Yeah, and you'll see Plainfield play a lot of zone. They prefer to stay in it if they can.
Latimer gets the bucket. He is their 5th option offense with a 6'5 junior. 2 points and 3 rebounds a game. It's a Brownsburg team, just 2 seniors on the roster. El-Haj Diallo, the only senior in the starting lineup. In other words, they're going to be good for a while, as they have been under head coach Steve Lynch. Both these two teams so lucky to have the coaches they do.
Tough shot.
That is Garrett Irwin, the 3rd leading scorer for the Quakers. Their leading scoring senior, 5'11", 10 points, 3 boards, and 5 assists a game, and both teams off to a good early start.
Yeah, he didn't panic. It was in the lane, just stayed under control, drilled it.
Almost all the points come from 3 players from Brownsburg: Catchings, Diallo, and Porath. This is Thompson, who is the floor general. Porath turns down the 3, takes the solid 2, and both teams are 2 for 2 to start this final.
Let me tell you something. Brownsburg will baseline penetrate as well as anybody. If you don't shut off baseline, look out. Here we go.
Steal by Diallo. He'll dunk it home. El-Haj Diallo with the steal and the bucket. He averages 15.5 a game. First Plainfield turnover.
And he's a little bit of an X factor. He's so consistent. He kind of just stays under the radar and gets you 12 to 14.
These two teams in the same sectional. This is, though, their only regular season meeting. They don't play during the regular season unless they play each other during the Hendricks County Tournament. And they're in different conferences while being in the same sectional. Catchings knocks the ball away. Back-to-back giveaways by Plainfield.
Well, we're going to talk about pressure as this game goes on. 10 steals per game for Brownsburg.
Catchings at 6'6", 19 points, 5.5 rebounds a game, 40% from the three-point line. Turns down the 3. Diallo does not, and good thing he didn't.
You. Greg, I was talking to you beforehand. I'm saying he is the glue. You hear so much about Catchings, but he is so solid and does everything so well.
Brownsburg's one loss to number 1 Ben Davis in rather decisive fashion. That was on December 17th. The runner shot does not go. Taken a miss by Cooper Martin. At the other end, Catchings jump stop scoop. No. Latimer, yes. There might have been basket interference on Catchings' shot because the player kind of got in the net as he made that attempt. Didn't matter. Bulldogs score anyway. And a steal by Latimer.
Steal number 2 early.
3rd turnover by Plainfield. Catchings pulls from 15.
Yes, sir.
And how Brownsburg played in Kokomo when you saw them is how they're playing tonight.
Yes, sir. They just allow the game to come to them, and they pressure defensively. And who do you stop? Who do you double team? So difficult to defend.
30-second timeout, and we'll use that to show you our keys this game, which are brought to us by GXO Logistics. Unlock your potential with a career at GXO Logistics. Visit gxo.job/Indiana today. Jan, take it away.
Well, both teams love to shoot the 3. You got to defend it because both of them can hit it. I think this is really going to be free throw oriented. Plainfield a little more so needs to hit them. Brownsburg has hit them. Handle ball pressure. I cannot tell you enough. Both these teams, Greg, get after it in the front.
See Steve Lynch in the black shirt there on the sidelines. Steve had a great run at Mount Vernon, now in his 10th year at Brownsburg. Jeff Haney is to his right, a fellow University of Indianapolis Greyhound. Jeff Poisel, also a valued member of that Brownsburg staff. Jeff, the author of one of the most famous shots in IHSAA basketball tournament history. Game-winning 3 for Ben Davis in their 96 state title. That contested 3 does not go, but a bobble leads an easy look for Noah Smith, a freshman who just checked in for the Quakers.
And he has played all year long and played steady. This freshman continues to get better.
3.5 points, 2 rebounds a game. He is 14 of 20 on the season from the floor. Catchings for the baseline corner. Does not go that time. Latimer had it, lost it, and eventually Plainfield out of there with it. And the Quakers check in at 9-2. Losses to Carmel and Terre Haute North. Great find, better recovery. Diallo with the spike.
Plays both ends. Really great athlete.
Well, frankly, if you play at Brownsburg, you have to play at both ends. That's a
Bingo.
Steve Lynch trademark, and Catchings from the baseline corner.
You know what's amazing to me? They average just 62. There are times when you just think they're going to put up 90.
I think part of that is they are so good defensively.
Yeah.
Teams have long possessions against them.
I think you're 100% right.
Brownsburg is outscoring their opponents by 21 points a contest so far. Good slip. That was off the hands of a Brownsburg player. That went through the hands of Grant Porath. And substitution. As for Brownsburg, J.D. Lynch will check in, 5'6" junior.
Well, Brownsburg just makes it so difficult to double down on anybody, and they're so tall and quick, it's hard to trap.
Good out-of-bounds play on the oop. Schmidt probably could have brought that one down. He didn't and missed the shot. Catchings again, not that time. And with Catchings on the outside, not as much size on the inside. And Plainfield tracks down the loose ball. That was Cooper Martin that got it.
At times, Greg, he loves to stay out by that three. And he'll, at least against Kokomo, when he started penetrating, he was unstoppable.
Good 17-foot pull-up by Eli Ellis. Ellis, his second basket. So Plainfield back with an 8. Get a little 3-2 look to this zone. Maybe even just kind of make sure a man is guarding Catchings at all times. You call a 3-2 an odd front zone, but more and more teams are going to this defense because it's good at combating three-point shooters. Latimer in the low block. Lynch tipped away.
Not a good decision.
First Brownsburg turnover. Martin, one too many passes. They'll get the ball back, but sometimes being a great teammate by taking a shot.
Yeah, you can't waste opportunities if you're Plainfield right here. He's got to go up. He's got to go up. You can't waste that opportunity. At worst, he was going to get fouled there.
You can see Andy Weaver. Solid runs at both Pioneer and Western before taking the Plainfield job. He was given the time to kind of rebuild this Plainfield program, and it has paid off. 3, Plainfield no. Plainfield enjoyed their first 4A sectional crown 2 years ago. And that was the year after COVID, so don't you know there was no Hendricks County Boys Tournament, at least that they were able to participate in that year. They would have had a chance to win it. That season saw them go 24-3. Remember that season they were beaten by Lawrence North in the regional final at Southport. LN that went on to lose in the championship game to Carmel in overtime.
No movement right now out of Brownsburg. They're just staying all outside the three-point line.
And Brownsburg does not mind playing a slower tempo game. This is the part where I'll remind you 2 years ago when they played in the sectional final as Catchings swishes from 17. Plainfield beat them, Jan. The final score was 29-28. They're used to playing lower tempo games.
I would think so. But how do you stop that?
You don't?
You just don't.
That's Caden Vanderbush that's in for Plainfield, 6'4" junior. Ball tipped away, recovered. It's a little discombobulated as Plainfield on this set.
Brownsburg's getting hands on a lot of balls right now.
Brownsburg ranked 3rd or 4th, depending on what poll you use, coach's poll, AP, or the Sagarin. But they're of that next group right behind Ben Davis, and looks like a foul is going to be called on a reach. And that is the first foul called of this game, and we are 7.5 minutes in.
Let's take a look. Yeah, a little push in the back. Good call.
Diallo whistled for the foul. Latimer will check out. Caden English will check in for Brownsburg.
Well, dribble penetration obviously would be a good thing for Plainfield. A, there's not a lot of room, and B, there's a whole lot of length in there.
Chris Arvanitis checks in for Plainfield, and a moving screen going to be called here. And that's going to go against Eli Ellis. 4th turnover committed by the Quakers.
At least the last few games, Brownsburg has got off to these big leads and then make themselves really difficult to catch, Greg.
Here's Grant Irwin. So Garrett wears 13, Grant wears 23 for the Quakers. Both of them now in the game together. And you would expect the Bulldogs to hold for a last look, already staked to a 10-point lead here in the opening quarter. Smith going to try to come out and pressure. Diallo from the baseline corner, yes sir.
Oh my.
Diallo with 8. Now Brownsburg at full song right now. Pass deflected, ball swatted, and Brownsburg emphatically into quarter number 2 with a 13-point lead. Bulldogs 21, Quakers 8. You're watching the Hendricks County Championship game on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Hi, my name is Jason Werner of Werner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Werner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you
oh,
go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, three, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That in Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
The Brownsburg students enjoying what they have seen so far. Their classmates with a 13-point lead after one quarter. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier with you on ISC and MyNDTV. Thrilled to bring you these Hendricks County Championship games. The Brownsburg girls beat Danville by 17 earlier this afternoon. Diallo 8 catching 7. Might have to change that. Not yet. Smith the uncontested rebound and a rare miss for Brownsburg. It's probably pretty evident in how they're playing. Both these teams shoot more than 50% from the floor on the year. That three, though, by Arvanitis misses. Catchings. Inside out. Three is good.
Bingo.
Drew Thompson with the bucket.
And we talked about defending the three. When you get ball rotation and you got penetration, you got height. Hard to guard everything.
Thompson now 6 of 15 from three-point range on the season. And Brownsburg trying to claim their second tournament in as many weeks. They won the Phil Cox Memorial Tournament with victories over Columbia City, Warren Central, and Kokomo, and all by significant margins. That shot was altered. Brownsburg got a piece of it, and they grabbed the offensive rebound too. On the pull, Diallo's shot does not go. And the rebound controlled by Cameron Young, 6'2" senior.
Well, Plainfield struggling to get clean looks.
Brownsburg does that to a lot of people.
Yes, they do. You gotta move the ball, I believe, a lot more than dribbling against Brownsburg to have any clean shot.
It's the fifth time we've had the Bulldogs this year on ISC.
There you go.
Smith gets fouled, and we'll see 2 free throws coming up here for Noah Smith.
I talked a little bit about this young man right here. I like his game. He's got a huge upside. Take a look here. Not afraid to go in and get some height.
So as Smith goes the free throw line, let's thank our friends at Wabash College, home of the nation's #1 ranked alumni network, 3rd ranked internship program. 2 great reasons to consider a campus visit. When you visit, you'll learn that Wabash is also nationally ranked for the excellence and accessibility of its faculty, the classroom experience, and their athletic facilities. Make an appointment by calling 765-361-6100 or log on to wabash.edu. Smith makes them both as a team. Plainfield 72% from the free throw line. They are in catch-up mode here early in this Hendricks County final.
Great ball spacing. Really good ball spacing by Brownsburg.
Plainfield last won this tournament back in 2009. 3 in the corner. That does not go. Shot was taken a miss by Porath, and a foul going to be whistled against Caden English.
Cooper Martin with a really good checkout. We talked a whole lot about that in the girls' game, and if Plainfield can get some calls here, it will be really checking out and attacking the boards.
English gets a break. Bishop Bombo checks in for Brownsburg. He is the other senior along with Diallo for the Bulldogs. Young going to be called for steps. 5th turnover committed by the Quakers.
And you can't get the turnover bug if you're Plainfield. You literally will take yourself right out of this game.
Brownsburg 3rd in the coaches poll, 3rd in the Sagarin ratings, 4th in the AP. Of course, last night we saw Ben Davis here on ISC. Thompson for 3, yes sir. His second making as many tries.
I told you, defending the three was going to be challenging for Plainfield.
37% from three-point range of the Bulldogs. Make a little more than 5 per game.
Brownsburg just playing with so much confidence right now.
Tough pull by Schmidt. He scores from 17.
Good look. One of the first good, solid looks Plainfield's had.
Schmidt gets his first bucket. He's the 4th different Quaker to score. 3-2 zone. Brownsburg has found ways to attack that both in the baseline corner. Tough angle to pass there. Second Brownsburg giveaway.
Good defense again by Plainfield. See if they can get something here, make a little run.
Contested three that goes.
There you go.
Ellis. He's a 40% three-point shooter. And a timeout going to be called. A 30-second timeout by Coach Lynch and the Bulldogs. This 30-second timeout presented by our friends at GXO Logistics. Unlock your potential with a career at GXO Logistics. Visit gxo.job/Indiana today.
I thought Plainfield settled down a little bit, Greg. Last 2 possessions, rotated the ball, got some good clean look. Key is clean looks. They've kind of really pressed a little bit. They got to stay within striking distance. Got this thing down to 12.
Brownsburg swept this Plainfield team last year. And these two part of a 5-team sectional now. Mooresville was bumped out of their sectional this year. It's Plainfield, Avon, Brownsburg, and Terre Haute North and Terre Haute South. Last year, Terre Haute North, the winner of that sectional. And they then gave Cathedral a heck of a battle in the morning game of the regional at Southport Fieldhouse. Speaking of Southport Fieldhouse, we'll be there next Friday and Saturday for the Marion County semis and championship game for the boys on ISC and MyNDTV. 6 o'clock Friday night, 7 o'clock Saturday. Cam Reich now in for the Bulldogs.
And I thought he played really well against Kokomo. Came in and gave some really solid minutes.
Blocking foul going to be called. That goes against Young for Plainfield. And 2 free throws coming up for Grant Porath. All Brownsburg games on the ISC Sports Network presented by M&M Body Shop. Family owned since 1983 on Main Street in Brownsburg. M&M Body Shop offers full-service collision repair with a lifetime guarantee on their craftsmanship. Call Unum at 317-852-6347. A rare miss for Porath, an 85% free throw shooter.
He does a great job of just running this offense. He doesn't get a lot of notoriety for obvious reasons, but he's a solid piece to this puzzle, Greg.
First free throws attempted by the Bulldogs in this game. We are now midway through the second quarter. 13-point lead for Brownsburg to start the quarter, and it's maintained to this point, and a hold going to be called on Thompson as he was slowing the cutter on the move there by the Plainfield offense. Thompson will check out as J.D. Lynch returns. Good to see a largely full gymnasium.
Isn't it, though?
For this game tonight.
That's the way it should be.
Had a good crowd at Ben Davis and North Central last night as well.
Awesome. These gyms need to be full. I command it.
Well, Jan says so, folks. Now you got to show up.
Hey, I love it. I love the crowds. And
Ellis, no. Good rebound. An uncontested second
big.
Look that goes.
That was big. He stayed with it. Nobody on him. Kicked it out. Back to 10, Greg. That's big.
Ellis with 10 of the Plainfield 18. Catching's getting a breather. So Diallo takes over, and if he's going to make that, good night.
Yeah, Diallo he has all the shots, Greg. I'm telling you. While Catching's got all the press at Kokomo, that young man there was incredible.
Lynch will be whistled for the foul. And Catchings, after a respite, will come back in. Reich will head to the sidelines.
And that's important when you got a player of the caliber of Catchings, and you can then have another player that complements him. Wow, that just takes you to a different level.
This is Irwin.
I really continue to feel Plainfield, if they can just be patient, move the ball. They're really good three-point shooters, Greg.
On the drive, some contact going both directions. They're going to whistle either way. Latimer tracks down the rebound for Brownsburg. Good movement by Brownsburg in this half-court set.
They do not force much at all.
And after playing zone, now it's man-to-man for Plainfield. Latimer going to work. Waits for the basket cut. Diallo couldn't secure it, but didn't turn it over either. Porath up and under, tough shot.
Yeah, kind of one of the few forces Brownsburg has had.
Well, the switch to man works temporarily for the Quakers. Plainfield got a really good win last week against Southport. Good drive to the bucket, and Martin puts that up and in before it was knocked away.
Yeah, really good assist, too. Great ball movement by Plainfield. Back to 10.
Plainfield can get this to, say, 7 or 8 by halftime. You feel pretty good about that.
Absolutely. That's a small victory within this game.
Going to make this a 2 or 3 possession game going to the break. Catchings on the bounce, on the take.
Tough.
Doesn't get the make, but Catchings will shoot 2.
His ability to go to the rim is incredible. It's not what he prefers to do, but when he does it, he can do so many things above the rim. Very hard to defend.
So as Coach Weaver looks on, let's thank our friends at Indiana State University. Graduating outstanding Sycamores since 1865. Real risk takers, real achievers, and real game changers wear blue. Find out more at indstate.edu. Miss by Catchings from the line, which is rare. He is a 79% free throw shooter.
Oh my, missed them both.
Missed them both.
Well, his first half has flown by, hasn't it?
Well, you've had a half with 8 fouls.
Man, if you're Plainfield right now, if you could somehow close this, get it under 10.
That's going to be a foul. Diallo got just enough body to draw the whistle, which will be his second foul.
But I still like the fact that Plainfield attacks. You cannot back down. You may get a few of them deflected or blocked, but you have got to attack.
And you'll see kind of that hip check there.
That's a foul.
Again, Dan Morgan's one of the best officials we have in our state in a variety of sports that made that call. Today's game presented to you by our friends at Warner Financial. The firm utilizes customized investment solutions to meet your financial goals, from investments and planning for retirement to partnerships and tax strategy. Warner Financial does it all. Call 317-735-9202.
Brownsburg just continues to keep fresh bodies in too, Greg.
Well, again, there's their big three and everybody else that's kind of up for debate. So they'll rotate kind of 5 or 6 guys in those other 2 spots around Catchings, Diallo, and Porath.
Let's see who closes out here. $1:35 left in the half.
Plainfield started zone, have gone man-to-man. So far the results have been largely positive. Catchings from the elbow. English tried to tap it out, but couldn't find a teammate. Here's that chance to make it a 2-score game.
Yes,
Man
sir.
flies by. Bucket goes for Caden Vanderbush.
The Quakers right back in it.
So it's 6 in a row by the Quakers. They've sliced the lead in half. Good looking backdoor cut. My goodness, what a feed by Thompson. Porath with 5. 3 at the other end.
That was
little rush.
Partially blocked.
Momentum swinging back towards the Bulldog. Again, the backdoor cut. And this one with a flourish. But they're going to get Catchings for a technical foul. I think he will say that there might have been somebody potentially under him. And Morgan says, nah, you kind of hung on that rim a little bit long. Steve Lynch and Dan Morgan will have a conversation about it. That'll be 2 free throws, and the ball is going to go back to Plainfield anyway. So now Ellis.
Take a look.
Close. Ellis connects. He's got 11. He's got 12. Brownsburg kind of had a similar situation last night. think Diallo got teed up in their semifinal win against Avon.
Could be a big ending for the Quakers here.
It looks like they're going to be content to take a final shot here of this half. See exactly when the Quakers start to move on offense. Movement starts at 12. The basket cut, the turn, the left hand, score it.
Great movement. Motion offense to perfection that time for the Quakers.
And then a turnover by Brownsburg, and now Plainfield going to get one more look.
Getting interesting.
Third turnover committed by the Bulldogs.
The Plainfield faithful out in force.
Trying to live up to what the Danville mob does over there when they sit there during home games.
Not much time, got to get it up quick.
Maybe time for a dribble. Ball knocked away, 0.2 of a second. Came off the clock. It's Martin that will inbound. Turn, shot, and not close. But it has been double figures. Plainfield will happily take it at 6 at the break. Fun first half of this Hendricks County final. Bulldogs 34, Quakers 28. Halftime show comes your way next on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Wabash men are leaders. In this environment, self-governance is a way of life. Students develop strong leadership skills in classes and labs, on the field and stage, and in clubs and organizations. These men are prepared to take on campus and the world beyond. 1 in 10 of our graduates hold high leadership positions. Presidents, owners, founders, you name it. When you want to lead, you go to a leading school. Come to Wabash. Lead more.
Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me? Champions of Marion County. Unbelievable. Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
You pay what we pay at York Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Plainfield. Employee pricing for everyone on new Ram 1500s. Save up to $12,000 during the Big Finish sales event.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
You pay what we pay at York Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Plainfield. Employee pricing for everyone on new Ram 1500s. Save up to $12,000 during the Big Finish sales event.
We're not number one.
You are.
You're number one at York.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello.
Did it again.
Hello.
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Menser and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello. There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Back at halftime, great crowd at Danville tonight for this Hendricks County final. Brownsburg leading Plainfield by a score of 34-28. Tonight's game presented in part by the Hoosier Shooting Academy. Combine cutting-edge technology with old-school work ethic to make your game better at the Hoosier Shooting Academy. Go see Paul at 465 in Brookville Road and always available online at HoosierShooting.net. 12 for Eli Ellis to pace the Quakers, 10 for Elhaj Diallo, and 9 for Cannon Catchings to lead the way for the Brownsburg Bulldogs. We'll take this break. We'll come back and get Jan Bozier's thoughts on half number 1. It is Brownsburg 34, Plainfield 28. Back after this on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Want lightning fast internet speeds? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash, stream videos at blazing speeds, and game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at ISCSportsNetwork.com.
6-point lead here at this championship game of the Hendricks County Tournament. Brownsburg over Plainfield. The Brownsburg girls beat Danville earlier. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier. Jan, your thoughts on half number 1?
Well, I thought in the second period the tempo was conducive for Plainfield. They had started attacking, did some things, got right back in this thing. I don't think they can get much of a race here with Brownsburg at all. Thought their defense was better. Brownsburg's got to get back to what Brownsburg do. Get it to number 14.
We went over leading scores. Let's give you total scores for the Bulldogs. Diallo 10, Catchings 9, 6 for Drew Thompson, 5 for Grant Porath, and 4 for Brendan Latimer. No bench points yet for Coach Lynch's squad. For the Quakers, 12 for Eli Ellis, 4 each for Colin Schmidt, Garrett Irwin, Noah Smith, 2 each for Cooper Martin and Caden Vanderbush. We'll take this quick timeout. Jan's favorite portion of the broadcast, the Wabash College Trivia question, a different one.
All right, I'm ready.
From the girls' game.
I'm ready.
Bulldogs lead by 6 on ISC and MyIndy TV.
At Forum Credit Union, our small business professionals work with local companies to help them prosper. We know that running a small business is more than a full-time job, and our services give you the guidance and support your business needs. Visit forumcu.com to see how. At Forum Credit Union, we help members plan for life's major milestones. Our team of wealth advisors work with members at every stage, from changing jobs and 401ks to creating wealth plans for future generations. Learn more at forumcu.com.
Brewer jams it home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122.60 for Penn.
What a swim. 6 of them.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That in the Wrestler! Whoa!
It's a highlight of Jan Bozier's every week, not just spending time with me, which I know it is.
It is.
The feeling is mutual. But the Wabash College Trivia question. So I asked Jan one question in the earlier game, the girls' game. I think it's a completely different question in half number 2.
Okay.
In researching this question this week, I learned that the first legend, first star of Indiana high school basketball, led Tiny Wingate to back-to-back state championship in the 19-teens. He played 1 year at Wabash College, averaged 17 points a game, which is pretty impressive considering that was the 1916-17 season. I'm going to give you 4 choices. Let's see if you can name the player.
I'm ready.
Okay?
Yes.
Michael Stonebreaker, Homer Stonebreaker, Winslow Homer, or Homer Simpson. Who's your guess? Don't guess D, by the way.
No. I'm going to say B.
Homer Stonebreaker?
Yes.
You are correct.
3 for 9, baby.
Well done. That's a highlight of Jan's week. Here are some first half highlights, what we saw between these two teams in the opening stanza. Again, we saw the athleticism of Brownsburg on display early and often in half number one.
Yeah, and this is what they do so well. Now, I will say this. At times they forget number 14, but this young man right here supplements him as well as anybody.
El Haj Diallo, you see his dunk, you see his bucket from three. He's got 10 points in total, and again, it is easy to see why Catchings is going to a school like Purdue. He is that level player whose game is seemingly growing by the week.
Yeah, and I think in the second half, much like when they played Kokomo, they made an effort to get him and find him more often.
Again, Brownsburg built this to double figures, but credit Plainfield kept hanging around and got it down to a 6-point game by the time we got to halftime. Again, at the break, our score, Brownsburg 34, Plainfield 28. Championship game of the boys, Hendricks County Tournament. Second half is yours next on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
I want to thank our tremendous ISC Sports Network crew. Thanks to Greg Sharton, Eric Kinnett, and the most courageous of camera operators, Alan Hughes. Alongside Vince Morelez and Jordan Shue in the truck, Greg Rakestraw and Jan Bozier with you. Here from our perch on the second level of this largely full gymnasium here at Danville High School. Thank you, Amy Harvey and her great staff, for having us here multiple times. We'll come back one more time. We'll be here for the boys season finale against Avon on February the 24th. That's kind of become our typical season send-off, is to do that game.
Plainfield being patient, I like it. I think they need to do that. They don't need any more bad shots than they just have to have. Find a good one.
On the drive, Ellis, nice inside out. Able to step into an open three and got it.
Absolutely, really good offense. Patience. Ball movement, got the three shot.
Garrett Irwin's a 40% three-point shooter in a three-point game. Jam, this is the closest this has been in a while.
Well, give Plainfield tons of credit, Greg. They scratched the claw, got right back in this thing.
Also recognize that the offense has slowed mightily since Plainfield went man-to-man. Really want to say I think it's been 4 total points for the Bulldogs since that time.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think they've actually played better defense, too.
I would agree. Porath. Late call, but the right. He got fouled. Late whistle, but again, body, chest went into him on the jump shot. It'll be 2 free throws coming up.
Well, what you have a tendency to do as a ball club when you go up against some big-time players like Brownsburg have, your immediate thought process, we don't match up real well. So the zone seems to be a good alternative. I'll tell you right now, Plainfield man-to-man, I think, to your point, has played better in the man-to-man.
Porath missed his first free throw. He has made his last 2. Just 2 of 5 from the line so far, the Bulldogs, while Plainfield a perfect 6 of 6 from the stripe in the opening stanza.
Listen, I'm no genius. They got to go through Mr. Catchings here. They just, listen, he's too good of a talent not to run this offense through him a little more.
It's a 5-point game.
To his credit, he didn't force anything. He allows the game to come to him.
Diallo nearly picked the pocket. Irwin trying to go to work. spins, left it short. Rebound, Diallo.
Good shot, didn't finish.
Porath on the take. Up and under, got it.
Tough shot.
Fancy footwork by Porath. And again, we referenced kind of the big three for Brownsburg. They've all got either 9 or 10. Diallo came awfully close, but got just enough wrist. And that's an important foul, Jan. That is his third. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
That's a big foul, really big foul.
No movement from the Brownsburg bench just yet. They'll let him play through it. And he is really the senior that plays the vast majority of minutes of a small senior class. Tough three, not that time. And Ellis, a good three-point shooter. He's made a couple, but rushed that one to some degree.
Really never got his feet planted very well. Kind of floated on that one. Tough shot.
Catchings just got stuck in midair, nowhere to go. Great job by Young. Ellis.
Bad pass.
Yep. Just too much traffic to fight through on that one. 6th Plainfield turnover.
Brownsburg's not the ball club. You can force passes through. Too much length, too quick.
Vanderbush will take next stoppage and play for the Quakers. Catchings for 3, yes.
All day.
And again, I'm not sure how you guard that at the high school level.
You don't. You don't. That's why he needs more of that.
Make it 7 straight points for the Bulldogs now at 41-31.
Just like that, Greg, back up to 10.
On the drive, off the window, score it. Well done by Irwin. He's got 9.
Irwin's played well. He really has.
Irwin just a point off of his usual average. This Brownsburg team will take on Jalen Harrelson and Fishers next Friday night in Hoosier Crossroads Conference play. And that'll be a foul whistle against Plainfield. That'll go against Cooper Martin.
They got Cooper with a little too much contact coming across the paint.
Diallo now will sit with that 3rd foul, as J.D. Lynch will enter. Pretty good safety valve to have to find Catchings at the top of the key. Now going to go back to a zone here. So with Diallo out, they'll take the chance of trying to zone up this Brownsburg attack. It's the defense we saw for most of the first 12 minutes of the game. Porath finds a soft spot, got a good look, just didn't finish.
Coach Lynch not real happy about something.
On the drive, Irwin took a bump, no whistle. Catchings clear for takeoff.
I guess he didn't hang on the rim, did he?
No problem on that one. 14 to match his uniform number. And maybe a few digits on the Richter scale, given the reaction of this gymnasium. Back to a 10-point game. 3 for Plainfield, nope.
Got to be careful here.
Latimer the rebound. Nice basket cut by Thompson. Didn't have an angle to attack with the tall timbers, and now Catchings will load up. Just put that on the rim knowing he was going to be fouled, and so he'll get 2 free throws.
Good decision out of Catching that time.
On the Indiana State University replay, and I think that's going to make social media. Just a guess.
Taking a wild guess and saying yes.
Tonight's game presented in part by Warner Financial, a firm who utilizes customized investment solutions to meet your financial goals, from investments in planning for retirement to partnerships and tax strategy. Warner Financial does it all. Call 317-735-9202 to learn more about how you can secure your financial future. Catchings makes them both.
He loves to shoot. He's a great shooter. But, man, when he starts heading downhill towards the rim, he's got another gear.
Good night. Plainfield's done a lot of things right, and they're down by a dozen. Ellis poked away. Brownsburg touched it last.
The thing about Brownsburg offensively, they can put 6 points together before you blink your eyes.
We will see this Bulldog team one more time as of now in ISC. They will play at Carmel in 2 weeks. Carmel knocked off by Center Grove last night. Carmel getting a Westfield team that is not what they were a year ago, but probably better than most expected.
Oh, yeah.
We're 7-1 going to last night's game. Ellis for 3, got that one. Ellis line drives that one home. He's got 15.
Yeah, they're 8-1.
They beat Yorktown last night.
Just like that, 45-36.
Up and under Porath. That advantage being a left-handed player. You can kind of come back to that left side. Didn't get that to go.
Let me tell you something. Cooper Martin's not the tallest guy, but he is flat out battling in there on the boards.
Cooper 6'1".
Big possession.
Shot by Schmidt does not go. Schmidt with 4 points tonight, averages 11.5 a game. And Diallo sits with 3 fouls currently for Brownsburg. Porath again the drive and shot blocked. Schmidt turns down the 3. Smith does not.
How about that from the freshman?
Good thing he didn't. He was 1 for 2 from 3-point range in the season. Got that to go, and it's back to a 6-point game, and Plainfield continues to not go away.
I'll tell you, when it's all said and done, that young man's going to be special. He just continues to get better as a freshman.
They played Southport last Friday. That game was at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. Pretty good atmosphere tonight as well. Catchings from 16. Again, you're not guarding that at this level. You're not going to stop a 6'6" fade away from 17. Good luck with that.
Make it 6'7".
Jump stop. Good find. 3 in the corner by Schmidt. Not that time. Great
There's
crash by Smith. And
yes, sir.
He got fouled. Latimer got some ball, but got some body. And Noah Smith will shoot 2.
Let me tell you something. If you're going to have any shot at Brownsburg, you got to stay active. And right now, the freshman is that guy.
So as Smith goes the free throw line, let's thank our friends at GXO Logistics. Unlock your potential with a career at GXO Logistics. Visit gxo.jobs/Indiana today. Substitutions going both ways. By the way, in the background, I see Drew Tower, the director of athletics at Brownsburg High School. Kyle Duncan over to his right as well, who is on the IHSAA executive board. Assistant AD at Brownsburg. There's Drew. We, of course, see him with the Sneakers for Santa shootout. Back-to-back Saturdays in November and December. Smith makes them both.
Well, Brownsburg was +6 at halftime. We're right back where we started here. Can anybody change that in the next 43 seconds? I think so.
Thompson, just both defenders went the other direction, and Thompson waltzed it in. He's got 8. He averages 3.5 a game. Well, this has been the ebb and flow of this game. Brownsburg stretches the lead. Plainfield reels them back in, but the closest they have been was 3 at 34-31 early in this quarter. Quakers going to hold for a final look. Pass deflected. Deep 3, no. Fight for the loose ball. Diallo has it. Catching from 70. Heads up at that end of the floor. 8-point game with 8 minutes left to go. Brownsburg has a lead, looking to make it a championship sweep tonight in Danville. Back with that fourth quarter next on ISC and my Indy TV.
Wabash always fights. Our motto brings the spirit of competition to everything we do. In top-notch athletics, we have a championship pedigree that is unrivaled. Off the field, we boast outstanding theater, music, and choral programs, intense intramurals, gaming, and more. The Wabash experience doesn't end at the classroom. Whether you play to win or just for fun, this is the place to be. Come to Wabash. Play more.
Leaps ahead. Still on his feet. Stevens lunges. Are you kidding me?
Champions of Marion County.
Unbelievable.
Touchdown.
Living up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. Said that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you can celebrate after that.
The greatest player in the history of the Indiana Fever and one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time is about 20 feet from our broadcast location. And I've had the pleasure of talking to Tamika more times than I can count in an interview setting over the course of the last 20 years. And for as lucky as we were that she was drafted by the Fever and played her whole career here, we are just as lucky that she's elected to stay in the Indianapolis area because she is a wonderful part of our community. Her sister Taja, who is Cannon's mom, is right behind her in that shot. And again, she played in Illinois. She's a pretty good player in her own right, too. Not to mention dad of those two, grandpa for Cannon being Harvey Catchings of NBA fame.
Tamika was such a special talent and even a better person. Of course, you and I both know her husband. He's a special guy. He's a great guy, too.
Parnell Smith was an Indiana All-Star at Pike High School.
Was. I like Plainfield getting after it here defensively. Take a shot. Try to get something out your defense into offense. Now, Brownsburg's a difficult team to do that to.
Pocket pick by Irwin. And Irwin runs to the minefield and scores.
That? That's just effort. Exactly what I felt like they needed to do was get some defense into offense.
It's been a low turnover game. That's just the fourth for Brownsburg.
Plainfield only averages about 6 steals a game.
Trying to pick up a little trap out of the zone now is Plainfield. Diallo for three in the corner. No. And again, a chance to make it a one-score game if it's a three this time down for the Quakers.
It's big possession. Let's see how Plainfield handles it, Greg. Really big possession.
And Ellis has 15. Irwin has 11.
Oh, no.
Pass tipped away. Catchings racing out, and it'll be a foul. I don't think anything more than that. Young was trying to give the foul, wasn't trying to hurt the player. Just didn't want to give it the bucket, didn't want to get dunked on. He accomplished both. There'll be 2 free throws coming up, and you'll see a great look at it right here.
Yeah, good call. That's just going for a strip. I just felt like Plainfield kind of tried to force that a little bit. They've been pretty productive, Greg, when they've been patient and got some ball movement.
To the Catchings family, we use soft rubberized lenses. I'm sure Cannon was not hurt by running into our camera there in the baseline. Everybody's okay. Eric Annette, our camera guy, appears to be no worse for wear.
He's tough. He says, bring it on.
51-43.
I've never seen a tackle that he wasn't invited to.
And Plainfield get over the hump. They've been hanging around. They've been battling the entire night. They have been punching uphill, though, since the early stages of the first quarter.
There you go.
Got Diallo in the air. That's his fourth foul. Basket is good.
I'll tell you, this young man, and I've continued to mention his name over and over, is playing as tough as anybody. He may be a little undersized, but not afraid to go in and up. Great ball fake.
So Diallo, you would think, is going to sit for at least the next 2 minutes, if not 3, when he picks up his fourth foul.
Cooper Martin.
Got the free throw as well.
Great play by Plainfield.
Plainfield has not missed a free throw tonight. They're 9 of 9 from the stripe.
Well, number 2 keys to the game. If you're going to stay in this one, you got to hit them.
These two teams will likely see each other again at some point in the postseason. This has been a wonderful appetizer to that potential matchup. On the drive, missed, rebound, Catchings will shoot 2.
Well, the longer the Plainfield can stay around and be within striking distance, you would think their confidence continues to grow. There's a good offensive rebound by Catchings, and mentioned a couple times now, but down the stretch, For me, this Brownsburg offense needs to find him as much as it can.
Today's game presented in part by York, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Plainfield. You find excellent vehicle deals and quality service with the state-of-the-art service facility at York. Been serving the area around Indianapolis for 18 years and looking forward to being here for many more. Find your favorite models, including the Jeep Grand Cherokee, Jeep Wrangler, Ram, Chrysler Pacifica, and so many more. And a timeout going to be taken by Plainfield. Looks to be of the full variety, which means we will step aside. 6:07 to play. 6-point game at Danville for the Hendricks County Championship. Back after this on ISC and MyIndy TV.
At Forum Credit Union, we provide smart ways to borrow money for life's planned and unplanned expenses. We also have fun, easy ways to save money. See how Forum can help you with your financial goals at forumcu.com. At Forum Credit Union, we know strong communities invest in education. That's why the Forum Foundation has given over $800,000 to local educators and students pursuing their collegiate dreams. Learn how Forum gives back at forumcu.com.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
These young guys are looking for their opportunity to play in this game. Looks like, I would guess, 5, 6, 7 years from now of that group. Good one here. 52-46.
I like the timeout by Plainfield. I really felt like he feels he's got him within striking distance. Understand every possession from here on out, Greg, is so important. Get the best shot you can.
3 in the corner by Smith. Not that time. Maybe early to the freshman.
Not a bad shot, though. He was wide open. He hit that.
So the ball in a 6-point lead.
Been a good game. Really good game.
Brownsburg looking to run their record to 13-1. Catchings. Again, you're not stopping that.
No. This is where he takes over, and he should. 6-7, fall away jumper. Here we go again.
Going up top, step through, slam it home.
Sir.
25 for Catchings. And every time Plainfield gets close, Brownsburg just kind of pushes them right back away.
Just figure out how to get something off their defense, and he's a pretty good option.
Ellis got fouled. Forced the issue to draw the contact. 2 shots. Lynch commits the foul. That'll be his 3rd foul. So as Ellis shoots 2, let's thank our buddy Aaron Pittman and the good folks at Virtual Announcer. Make your game day experience the absolute best by hiring Aaron. And if you can't be there, he'll be your virtual announcer. And that's for any sport, not just hoops. Find out more on just how affordable it can be at Virtual Announce on social or by calling Aaron at 317-800-0612.
You know, Plainfield's did a pretty good job of hitting free throws. That, for the most part, has kept them in this game. .72% for the year.
Partner, you delivered an understatement. Plainfield is 11 of 11 from the free throw line tonight.
That's exactly why they're still within striking distance.
I waited to say that until the free throw was over with as to not apply the broadcaster jinx.
Don't blame me.
On the half-court trap. Catchings content to play keep away. Again, Diallo sits with 4 fouls. English in for him currently. Diallo's been sitting for about the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, Brownsburg going to be in no hurry here. They'll be very comfortable eating some clock up.
I'm not so sure, Jan, if that wasn't a really good unintentional foul, because you've got the bench player in the game who is 4 of 8 from the season from the line. And so that's not what Irwin was going for, but that may end up being a good play.
Yeah.
Let's see what English can do from the line.
Boy.
The sophomore is just 2 points and a rebounded game.
We'll see what he does here. You're right.
Brownsburg back, everybody off the line, and a missed free throw. So Chance going to make it a 2-possession game for the Quakers. Pull. Schmidt, no. Good look that wouldn't fall.
Boy, it's a really good look.
And Brownsburg not in a big hurry here. Porath in a tough spot. Brownsburg's got plenty of timeouts if they need it. And just having a clear out for Catchings may not be the worst play in the world right now for the Bulldogs. But you can run a lengthy motion set against this Plainfield man-to-man with time being on the side of the Bulldogs. Backdoor cut. Catchings.
Yes,
we knew
sir.
how that one was going to end.
Yes, sir.
27 for Cannon Catchings. On the drive, and Irwin took a tumble. Again, no whistle given. Ellis from 17, yes.
Timeout Plainfield.
Timeout taken by Plainfield, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. This 30-second timeout presented by Indiana State University. Graduating outstanding Sycamores since 1865. Real risk takers, real achievers, and real game changers wear blue. Find out more at indstate.edu.
Well, every time Plainfield has got within striking distance, Brownsburg answered. Somehow, some way, Plainfield has got to find some 2 or 3 in a row type run and get close here. 3:21, still tons and tons of time. Good shot selection will be huge here for Plainfield.
We want to thank Amy Harvey, the Director of Athletics from Danville, for having us out. Andy Weaver. Well, this team to a 13-11 record last year. That may not sound all that impressive. They basically graduated their entire team from the year before, and you can finish 500 the next year. You got a pretty good program going now at Plainfield.
Let me tell you something. This performance they have put on tonight, still not over, has simply been impressive from the standpoint they have not quit.
Quakers looking for their second win on MyNDY in this building this season. Beat the Danville Warriors by 8 here on December the 17th. Brownsburg looking to make it a night with 2 Hendricks County championship trophies. The girls beat Danville earlier by 17. Porath turned down what was a potential layup, and that will be, it's ruled to be tipped.
Oh, they say.
Well, baseline official's going to come in and say, I didn't see a tip, did you? And outside official, no, I had it. Corey Furman says, all right, I'm with you.
That's good officiating.
Yep.
Talk it over. Make sure you get it right. Pretty easy discussion, yes or no.
Diallo back in and gets the basket. He's got a dozen. It has been largely all catchings in the second half, but a well-timed return for El Haj Diallo. Irwin lost it.
Can't dribble through Brownsburg.
Catchings got fouled as he was going up. Well, he's got 3 dunks at this point, or is it 4? I've lost track.
3.
He's got a couple that he thought he had lined up, and the foul there prevented another one from happening. So Catchings will shoot 2. All of our Brownsburg games on the ISC Sports Network, presented by our friends at M&M Body Shop in Brownsburg. M&M Body Shop, family owned since 1983. They offer full-service collision repair with a lifetime guarantee on their craftsmanship. Call and Needham at 317-852-6347. Thank you, Drew Connor, for your friendship and your support on these broadcasts on the ISC Sports Network.
Well, back up to 11.
And that'll be a foul. Frankly, Brownsburg's got a couple of fouls to give. So Lynch commits the foul, his 4th. You see the trophy awaiting. There's a championship banner that goes along with it, too. Irwin, good basket cut. That time walled off defensively. Plainfield keeps fighting, track down the rebound. LSA contested three. Long ball. Irwin was able to save it off of Porath. No. Just threw it out of bounds. It'll be Brownsburg basketball. All of a sudden, Jan, it's a minute 46 left to go, and it's an 11-point game.
Yeah, it's tough now. The last 2 or 3 possessions, Brownsburg defense has kind of picked it up a little bit, really has filled up that lane. That's what Plainfield has tried to expose and just not been able to do it.
Some of the fans that maybe don't have particular rooting interest just wanted to see this game. Some are starting to head towards the exits. Thompson is fouled by Young.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that Brownsburg would be in a lot of hurry here. They'll just wait to get fouled for the most part.
1 plus the bonus for Thompson. He is 9-11 from the stripe this year.
Did you tell me this is your first time to see Brownsburg this year?
This year, yes. So we literally have had them 4 other times on ISC, and I have done absolutely 0 of those games until tonight.
That is probably the most remarkable stat I've heard.
So
you actually haven't had them.
They played Heritage Hills
yes.
in the Sneakers for Santa shootout.
I had that one.
You had that game. I had the late game that night that featured Cathedral against Centerville of Ohio, as Thompson's free throw is good.
What's your impressions of catching?
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And again, largely his recruiting up until this year was kind of based on potential.
Right.
The potential has blossomed.
Yes, it has.
As he has 28 points tonight.
Listen, there's more upside to this guy too. There really is.
Thompson misses that one. He's got 9. And if Brownsburg were to play Ben Davis again, it would be in the regional round of the tournament. Shot is good for Grant Irwin, his first bucket. But the clock rolls. Diallo got behind the defense, and Diallo, an intentional foul, is going to be called on Smith.
Probably the right call.
So Diallo will get 2 free throws, and then the ball will go back
to
the Bulldogs.
Call. That's the rule. And they've did it with this young man on the bench quite a bit in foul trouble. But you have to admit, this is a dynamic duo that is going to be difficult to match up against.
By the way, this Brownsburg team has an extra game available on their schedule. I'm not sure anybody else would like to pick them up.
I was going to say,
at this point.
Who's that team?
They may remain with an extra game on their schedule, but someone's looking to pick up a game. Brownsburg's got one available.
Listen, you learn from playing a team like Brownsburg. Some people don't maybe want to admit that, but you do. You got to think that Plainfield has learned a little bit about itself tonight.
Catchings, not that time, and he needs to know there's kind of time and place for that shot. It's probably not there in a 12-point game. Ellis, shot potentially blocked, but then fouled, and Irwin will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I've got these as Irwin's first free throws of the season. Tonight's game presented in part by ADP and Anthony Bennett. Do you know that ADP pays 1 in 6 Americans? Do you know if you mention ISC, you can get the full range of ADP services free for 3 months? Right, ISC and ADP have partnered to help your small business, and it's free for 3. Call Anthony Bennett at 317-427-8249 or email anthony.bennett@adp.com and mention ISC.
Well, the end of the schedule here for Brownsburg is going to, we'll know how good. They're really good. But, man, they got murder's row here down the stretch.
And a foul going to go against Plainfield. Yeah, to your point, Fishers, Westfield, Carmel, Zionsville. Attucks, a little down this year. Ron Rutland III's on a really good year for them, but not Chris Hawkins' normal team. Noblesville has their best team in a long time. HSC, middle of the road. And then Center Grove, last week of the year.
At home, yeah. That'd be a great game. I was very impressed with Center Grove.
Yeah, they finished 3rd up in the Phil Cox tournament as Diallo misses the first of 2.
By a last-second tip-in, or they may have been in the final.
Diallo gets that one to go. He'll finish with 15, right at his average. Been limited by foul trouble in tonight's game, but played a big part in the first half. It's a 13-point game with a minute left to go. Taken away. And then a foul given by Grant Irwin.
Brownsburg averages 62.7 points per game. Certainly right at that number, giving up just 42, and Plainfield was able to put 10 on that.
So as Catchings goes the free throw line, this reminder that Hoosier Basketball Magazine is available now. It's got 6 senior boys and 6 senior girls featured on the cover. In fact, 30 total high school players grace the cover you see right there. Order your copy now, HoosierBasketballMagazine.com. That puts Catchings at 30. And was this a 15-point game? No. Was Brownsburg the better team tonight? Yes. Bucket there by Garrett Irwin. Timeout called by Plainfield. I think this is going to be a full timeout, and with that, we'll step aside. One final time in regulation. Brownsburg on their way to a Hendricks County championship. They lead it by 13 on ISC and MyNDTV.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. That's the finish.
You get a layup to take it. And an and one.
Out of here.
Back at Plainfield. Quakers can stop it one more time. Looks like they're going to play hard defensively, but not foul at this juncture. Or maybe they will.
Or maybe they will.
So free throws coming up for El Haj Diallo.
Well, the crowd emptying out, but man, what a nice crowd tonight. Great to see it. A good basketball game. A lot of fun, girls and boys. A lot of pride in this county.
Great to be able to bring this stage to you on ISC and MyNDTV. Again,
I'd say the Bulldogs had a pretty good night tonight.
Very much so. Next time we're on the airwaves of MyNDTV is Wednesday night. Carmel and Cathedral. Pete Smith joins me for that one at 7:30 from the Eric Clark Activity Center. Irish lost last night to a national power in Chicago's Simeon. The game played up in LaPorte. Arbonitis fouled. Diallo done for the night. He'll foul out with 17 points. Plainfield at Monrovia on Friday night. They'll host a good Northview team from the 3A ranks on Saturday.
He is such a smooth, solid player. A little foul trouble tonight, but still kind of a quiet 17.
Free throw is good. That's Arbonitis, his first free throw make of the year. In looking at the remaining schedule for Plainfield, the only team they will play that is of anything kind of close to this ilk is that last game against Greenfield Central.
Well, they got at Lebanon, too. That should be an interesting game.
Greenfield got a great win at Mount Vernon last night. Cougars are 8-1. That looks like this one. No further activity will be required. Brownsburg will cut down the nets for a second time in this building tonight. Final score in the boys' game, they beat Plainfield 69-55 as coaches Weaver and Lynch shake hands at the center stripe. We'll take this quick timeout. Post-game show comes your way next. You're watching on ISC and MyNDTV.
At Forum Credit Union, we make it easy to focus on what matters most, removing unneeded stress and worry. From making secure mobile payments to earning cash back on everyday purchases, we've got you covered. See more at forumcu.com. At Forum Credit Union, we know it's not always easy to manage your finances. That's why we post quick tip videos and infographics every month to help you with all of life's big and small financial decisions. Follow us today and access free resources at forumcu.com.
McCulling in time.
Oh, no!
It's good.
This one is good.
There you
oh,
go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
Wrestler! Whoa!
Good night in the hardware department for the Brownsburg trophy case. El Haj Diallo, as the senior, gets to get his hands on it first. There'll be a championship banner unfurled here in a matter of moments as well. Brownsburg a winner, 69-55. Cannon Catchings 30. El Haj Diallo 17. Grant Porath, Drew Thompson 9. Brendan Latimer 4. That's the scoring for Brownsburg tonight. For Plainfield, Eli Ellis with 19. 13 for Garrett Irwin. 9 for Noah Smith, the freshman. 5 for Cooper Martin. 4 for Colin Schmidt. 2 for Caden Vanderbush. 2 for Grant Irwin. And 1 for Chris Arbonitis. I guess I'll phrase it as this. Two different questions here. You've seen now Ben Davis, Brownsburg, Penn, Cathedral. That's kind of the thought of the top 4 in the state of Indiana. Ben Davis has wins over all of those 3 teams. Does Brownsburg maybe have the best shot of any of the other teams to potentially get Ben Davis if they see him a second time?
Yes, because listen, you just mentioned they only have one senior that plays a lot. This team continues to get better. The answer is yes.
And now the other question for Plainfield is, all right, now you know where the bar is in terms of the sectional. Where does Andy Weaver go to school on this game in case you see them a second time?
I thought they calmed down. I thought they pushed a little bit, rightfully so, in that first period. But this is not a team you cannot be functional against because Brownsburg has a tendency to get those big leads and you can't get out of them. But quarters 2, 3, and 4, I thought Plainfield really settled down and played right with Brownsburg.
The net's about to come down. That process will continue when we come back from our next timeout. You're watching the Hendricks County Boys and Girls Basketball Finals. Brownsburg wins them both on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
It's time to supercharge your internet with ridiculous speeds up to 1 gig from Endeavor. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by the latest Wi-Fi equipment. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Contact Endeavor and supercharge your internet today.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. Oh! That's the finish.
You get a layup, take it, and an and one.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello!
Did it again.
Hello!
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to
Whoa,
Metzer and all
touchdown.
kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit. Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
If you wore a Brownsburg uniform tonight, you get to take a piece of the net home with you. The girls did it, and the boys are doing it now too. They beat Plainfield 69-55 this evening here on ISC and MyIndy TV. Tonight's coverage presented in part by Forum Credit Union, helping people live their financial dreams for over 80 years. Innovative products and services. Visit them online at forumcu.com. By Indiana State University, where Sycamores continually prove that real game changers wear blue. By Franciscan Sports Medicine. Visit franciscanhealth.org/sports training for more information. By GXO Logistics, we engineer faster, smarter, leaner supply chains. Learn more at gxo.com. By Wabash College, visit Wabash today at wabash.edu. By Warner Financial, from investments and planning for retirement to partnerships and tax strategy, Warner Financial does it all. And by York Chrysler, Jeep Dodge Ram in Plainfield. We're not number one, you are. You're number one at York. Again, this is a Brownsburg program in terms of both the girls and boys basketball teams. While the girls are not as highly rated as the boys are this year, they both get trophies tonight. There might be a couple more tournaments where they both get trophies and then some once we get to February and March.
Yeah, I think the girls have a huge upside. They weathered some losses and got better out of it. I think they're strong, and the upside for this young men's ball club, and this guy makes it, anything's possible. If he has a night tonight, what do you have, 30?
Correct.
And I've had him when he's had more than that. He's got a gear that when he kicks it in, he can do whatever he wants. So anytime you have a player like that, sky is the limit.
We'll take this quick timeout, come back and wrap up our doubleheader night from Danville. Brownsburg wins both the girls and boys championships in Hendricks County. We'll wrap it up next on ISC and MyNDTV.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
Again, Brownsburg wins the girls' championship, beating Danville 53-36. They win the boys' championship, beating Plainfield 69-55. Our next broadcast on ISC, Jan and I have that one. A little partial to my heart. Lanesville and Trinity Lutheran, two of the best teams in 1A. That one approximately 7:30 on Tuesday night. Our next game on MyNDTV Wednesday night, Carmel and Cathedral. Pete Smith and yours truly will have that one beginning at 7:30 as well. Busy week for us on MyNDTV next week. 4 games. Carmel Cathedral Wednesday, Marion County semis Friday, Marion County Championship on Saturday. For Jan Bozier and our entire ISC Sports Network crew, this is Greg Rakestraw. Good night from Hendricks County. Brownsburg, the champions of Hendricks County in both boys and girls basketball. Thanks so much for joining us at ISC and MyNDTV.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.